This is WNCT 9 News at 5:30.
And good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I'm Ken Watlington. We begin this half hour with more on severe weather across the country and here at home. This is a live look this afternoon down in Atlantic Beach. You can see the wind so strong the camera is shaking. Just one guy out there taking in the beach today. It's definitely not the place to be. We've seen the risk of tornadoes, damaging winds and hail from Florida all the way to New York today. The late winter storm paralyzed travel in Wisconsin, Minnesota, and Michigan over the weekend, and it's causing headaches at some of our nation's airports. Breaking news now at 5. Former FBI Director James Comey is set to appear in a federal courtroom here in Greenville in less than 2 weeks.
Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining us here at 5:30. I'm Ken Watlington. The GOP-led state Senate passed a newly drawn congressional map today as Republicans try to secure one more seat in Congress. Now, your side's Capitol reporter Dina Harley joins us live from the General Assembly. Now, Dina, Republicans say this is a win for President Donald Trump. And first at 6 tonight, the search continues for this man, Dominic Connolly, after investigators say he stabbed a Craven County deputy last night at the Bojangles in Vanceboro.
And that sparked an overnight search in the Vanceboro area where law enforcement agencies are still looking for him tonight. Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us here at 6. I'm Erin Jenkins.
And I'm Ken Watlington. Let's give you another look at that suspect, Dominic Connolly, originally wanted for the murder of his grandmother over the weekend in Havelock. Deputies believe he could still be in the Vanceboro area and say he should be considered armed and dangerous. The New Bern mayoral race finally reaches a conclusion after a runoff stemming from last month's municipal vote. Incumbent Jeffrey Odom has defeated challenger Holly Raby to retain his seat as mayor. Now to your sides, Jackson Saylor joins us live from his watch party tonight. Jackson, you spoke with the winner earlier. All right, Olivia, thanks. We finally know Pitt County Sheriff Paula Dance earns another term in office. Those numbers coming in late after 10 o'clock tonight, but it shows Dance beating Richie Williams with ease. She gets more than 82% of the vote compared to just 17% for Williams. Let's check in now with None of Your Side's Ernest Strother for more. He's live in downtown Greenville. As for the astronauts, here they are right here. 3 Americans and 1 Canadian. And we are watching closely since one of our own from right here in eastern North Carolina, mission specialist Christina Cook, a Jacksonville native, is set to play a crucial role as well as make history. She'll be the first woman to fly around the moon and break the record for the farthest distance a woman has ever traveled from Earth. And we will have live special coverage from the Kennedy Space Center over on WNCT 9+. You can watch the launch live and everything leading up to it. Well, if you're a parent of a child of a certain age, the new dictionary.com word of the year will probably sound familiar. It's the slang phrase 6'7". The site defines it as, well, actually they don't know what it means either, but it's gotten very popular with children and teenagers. Vladimir Dudier reports.
Good afternoon and thanks for joining us. I'm Ken Watlington live at Lenovo Center ahead of Game 5 of the Stanley Cup Final. Aaron Jenkins is live down in Morehead City. It is day 4 of the Big Rock Blue Marlin tournament. Yeah, Aaron, we are getting set for what could be the final home game of the season for the Carolina Hurricanes. If one of these teams wins tonight and on Sunday in Las Vegas, the series will be over. However, if they split the next 2, we'd get a Game 7 next Wednesday night back here in Raleigh. Imagine this building for a Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Final. Well, first things first, Game 5 tonight. The Hurricanes on the ice here at Lenovo Center for the morning skate earlier today. Carolina coming off the 5-3 win on the road Tuesday night to even this Stanley Cup Final series at 2-2. The teams have alternated wins so far. Golden Knights winning games 1 and 3. Hurricanes winning games 2 and 4. Tonight, though, the Canes hope to make it 2 wins in a row. Expected to be loud here inside Lenovo Center when the puck drops for Game 5 of the Stanley Cup Final. Here's a look at the rally towel the fans will get when they come in at 6:30. This arena is often called the loudest house in the NHL. And when the crowd really gets going inside here, noise levels can reach and sometimes surpass 100 decibels. It's changed a lot over the years, as one former player says, from a small group of fans to the loudest house in hockey. Now to your side's Jay Hardy has more. Game 5, they'll file in here once the doors open at 6:30 to continue the party. But for those not lucky enough to have a ticket for tonight, there are watch parties going on all over the state, including a big one just a few miles east of here in downtown Raleigh. Haley Kennedy is there standing by live at Red Hat Amphitheater where things are about to get cranked up. Hey, Haley.
And we both had to get out to work today, but those roads are still pretty icy out there tonight.
Yeah, I don't want to remind folks, if you have to get out and get in your car over the next few days, make sure your car or your vehicle is cleaned off. Take a look at this. I spotted this truck today on my way in along Evans Street in Greenville. All that snow and ice on the roof and in the bed of that truck can be very dangerous to other drivers. And while it's not technically illegal to drive around like this in North Carolina, officers say use common sense and you could still be pulled over for reckless driving or even safety violations. And Governor Stein and other officials have been telling you to stay off the roads if you can. Here's one reason why. Check it out. Video from our live I-9 camera around 10:45 of a crash along Greenville Boulevard. Emergency crews on the scene helping the two stranded cars right there at the intersection at Hooker Road in front of the Greenville Convention Center.
Yes, our next topic for the candidates is rural health care. In the last few years, Pungo Hospital in Belhaven and Martin General Hospital in Williamston have closed because they were unprofitable, partially blaming low government Medicaid reimbursement rates. These closures have reduced the access to real-time health care to thousands in eastern North Carolina. As federal dollars continue to decline, what is your solution for health care access for the people living in District 1? Mr. Rouse, you are the first to answer in this round. You'll have 60 seconds.
66-pound dolphin come in on the dock fees yesterday.
Our coverage of the 68th annual Big Rock Blue Marlin Tournament continues live from Morehead City. Things winding down here on day two. Some of the game fish being brought in. A few hundred people still around watching some of the late day festivities. But earlier in the day, about 2, 3, 4 o'clock, there were thousands and thousands of people here watching some of the big billfish be brought in. And what they watched, well, frankly, it's never happened in the 68 years of this tournament. Let's show you the Marlin Fever boat out of Wilson, North Carolina. They were the first to boat a blue marlin on the second day of this tournament. They were one of 210 boats out on day two. Marlin Fever got to the dock, and you could tell right away that maybe we were about to witness history. And once that fish was weighed, take a look at it. 919.9 pounds. That sets the all-time Big Rock Blue Marlin tournament record. It wins the Fabulous Fisherman Prize of some $871,250 for the first fish over 500 pounds of this tournament. The Marlin Fever, congrats to that crew. We'll hear from them tonight at 6. Take a look at the leaderboard now. Marlin Fever still atop. Hit and Run came in just about an hour ago. They are in second place, led by a lady angler, 549.2 pounds. We'll hear from her in sports coming up tonight at 6. Savannah Lee, the top spot yesterday. They are now in third place. Let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Jerry Jackson. Jerry, I joked in the studio yesterday that I'd be down here on a cool day. Well, it's been so hot, some of our equipment has died already, so it's still June, right? This tournament brings thousands and thousands of people to the Morehead City waterfront each and every year. But back in 2020, it looked like the COVID-19 pandemic might put those festivities on hold. But the Big Rock would rock on that year, and we seen one of the most famous people in the world right here at Big Rock. And it was on this day 6 years ago, the boat Catch 23 came to the scales with the Blue Marlin. The boat's owner, none other than Wilmington native and arguably the greatest basketball player of all time, Michael Jordan. The crew on Catch 23 boated that Blue Marlin weighing 442.3 pounds. That would have been atop their leaderboard yesterday. It didn't up in the top 4 back in 2020. And if you're wondering, no, MJ and Catch 23 are not entered in the Big Rock this year. Now, the Big Rock gives back to the community each and every year in so many ways. And one of those ways is to our service members. We're here with Night of Your Side's Olivia Wolfson, continuing our teen coverage tonight. Olivia, you spoke with some of those in this year's Big Rock Big Heroes program. What was this like?
Well, Ken, it's always great when we get to talk to some of our service members, right?
It is a new era of professional baseball in eastern North Carolina. The Wilson Warbirds take the field at home tonight for the first time in this brand new stadium. First pitch, 7:05. Tonight's game is sold out. Don't worry, there's 65 more home games after tonight. This is the newest ballpark in all of minor league baseball, a price tag of around $64 million. And it has everything. Great sight lines of the action, those chair-back stadium seats. There's a 360-degree concourse so you can walk all around this stadium. There's luxury suites, party patios, even a playground for the little ones. So who are these new Wilson Warbirds? Well, the team moves over from Zebulon in Wake County. That's there where they played as the Carolina Mudcats starting in 1991. Like the Mudcats, these Warbirds are a member of the historic Carolina League of minor league baseball, the same league many Kinston-based teams played in back in the day. The Warbirds are the single-A affiliate of Major League Baseball's Milwaukee Brewers. In fact, the Brewers currently own this Wilson team as well.